What? Where did any of that come from? Who's doing it? Maybe if that's the environment that is happening, maybe you should leave that environment. If Central Park was having a whole bunch of grapes, and if you went to this one spot and everyone kept saying, well, don't go to this spot, there's a lot of grapes. Why would you continue to keep going to the same area that has the grapes? What was it, Kavanaugh? That stupid idiot that kept talking about all the things that she kept doing. Oh, they kept doing these things to me and raped me, but then I came back to the party. Because that made perfect sense. I mean, the whole thing I think was staged, but you know what? At least they knew how to stay on code.
I understand that, but she needs
If
to
we
be
was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that?
Yeah, because it's called feminism. They decided, and I'm going to be really honest with you, they decided to listen to a group of people, which not that long ago hated your black ass, and then you joined up with them, took the forefront, and turned against the only group of men that had your back. Yes, they chose that path, and it was poorly chosen. Really?
That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's
No, it's not about a scapegoat. They chose him. He's not a Pookie. He's got a wife. Probably a kid. What does that have to do with her picking the wrong type of dudes?
picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good
Can I ask you a
quality
question?
men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask Heather.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
What?
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm not following. Where what the f did we just do? Where did we just go? Like, wait, what? White media, and we follow them. So dot equals we just turn against black. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? You know, I have no idea what the hell's going on right now. All I know is that he's just talking a whole bunch of smack, and yeah, I'm bringing the fire. We're bringing the fire today. So let me see if I get this straight. So, black men incarcerated, all good guys, and one's left of Pookie and Ray Rays. They know that they're Pookie and Ray Rays, but we don't know that they're Pookie and Ray Rays. And they have absolutely no idea how to differentiate the Pookie and Ray Rays from the good guys. Got it. So we're somehow responsible for what Pookies and Ray Rays do with the most educated women on the planet, basically picking the wrong guys. Does that sound about right, Umar?
If we never allowed Pookie to develop, she would not have a Pookie.
Yeah, also, I'm going to do a video about that, which is going to basically make that obsolete and pretty much downright retard. Where you have women that are literally searching out Pookies and Ray Rays and jailbirds. I think he's having a midlife crisis.
If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
I want you to understand, no matter what happens, men are always held accountable. Even before the time that Trump got in office and everything just went straight to hell, men have always been held accountable. I can't think of a time when I was alive, and I was born in '83, when men were not held accountable. This is a load of crap.
I can hear that.
I'm
and I
not
can respect
saying
that.
that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, right? That still don't give me a right to disrespect her, because she's still the queen of the community.
The hell it does. Stop using the word queen, or she's the queen of the community. She's always the queen. She can whoop your ass, and she's still my queen. She could basically call the cops and make false rape allegations. She's still the queen. She can have like 16 baby mamas. She's still my queen. Didn't Tupac make a song about that? Yo, I think he's having a midlife crisis.
Even if she not acting like it, I'm going to give her that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this discourse we having now,
Yeah, yeah.
we act like we don't understand.
No,
His reasons.
It has nothing to do with understanding. We're just not tolerating the stupidity. That's what it is.
For that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like I think women ground men and help them, propel to the next level.
Agreed.
I think men get further in life with a woman.
Absolutely.
Right? But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked as resources,
Okay.
and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash. He's shining a little bit more. His access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, no, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not. It's
and if
not.
you're constantly running into that type of woman,
Yeah.
then the problem is you.
Nope. I know he did not. We need to go to commercial. So let me see if I get this straight. Pookie's and Ray Ray's is not her fault, but damaged women, that's your. You want to know the real reason why these women don't look at their mistakes as mistakes? Because we have people like you, Umar. You're not even are you even a doctor? I don't even know. I gotta look that up. Like, y'all give them passes for This is the problem. You give them a pass for stupidity.
Because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why?
So what happens when you go to the Pookie and Ray Ray? If you attract Pookies and Ray Rays, do you hold them accountable? No, because everyone else was arrested. Oh, all we had was Pookie and Ray Rays, but there was some good black men. Oh no, they were ready to get arrested. They had warrants out for their arrest. Pookies and Ray Rays, for some reason, they just never got arrested. Every college educated black man basically got arrested, and the only thing that was left with Pookies and Ray Rays. And they were just like, oh, this is all that's left. And it'll be 12 years before the other educated black men get out. So I guess we might as well reproduce with the most dumbest of the group.
Why not have that same energy for women? You just again you held the
Because
man
we having a
responsible.
conversation as men.
Yeah.
I got.
Oh, whoa. We black people, remember? I thought we were black people. Aren't we black people and we're supposed to be working out our problems? We black people. Why you just working as men, but when women are equal, right?
I got plenty of interviews with all women.
I don't give a darn. How about you tell it now, right here, and tell the same thing. You are held the same way as other them. Oh, you won't do that. You can say what you did on some other video or whatever, but did you say it today, here, now, live? No, you did not.
Where I check them too.
Right.
But as a man, you should not be concerned about what I say to them. No, as men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's easy. It's called raising your family not to make the stupid mistakes of the past. Easy. That's what you do. So if I have my family and my son who spits and drools all over the place, but I'm raising him to be a man, I'm therefore doing my part. I don't know where you're going with this.
That's the only that is where we should be focusing.
Women bring the choice of life, right? We understand that, right? I can't have a child unless a woman agrees.
And she can't carry one if you didn't put it in her.
What do you mean we? Like he made the right decision and he took his woman. I took my woman. So what are we talking about?
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only
If
up
you
to her.
don't put a seed in her, nothing else happens.
And I will agree with him on that one. Protect your seed, man. Do not just put your seed into any big butt, big thighs woman. At least be that. But we get stuck with sometimes you just have the large protruding belly on there, all other nonsense. But yeah, control yourself. Put it in the right woman, because when you lose, even though the seed is the most important thing, the womb is just the incubator. A man can basically raise a child outside of a woman's womb in an artificial incubator, because your seed is the child. The incubator is just the oven that bakes it. I don't know why I went that way, but whatever. And the fact of the matter is, a woman cannot create a life on her own. You have to protect your seed, because you can't trust every woman out here, especially nowadays.
And no woman can make you put a seed in her.
Roger that.
So the original act was the responsibility of a man.
True. I mean,
All right. So, did black men willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was?
It was
pushing
systemic.
All right. So how if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault? How
But-
we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
Right.
we can't be leaders.
here's the
Women
question
aren't
we gotta make.
accepting that.
Here's the question. Because the argument y'all make
Yeah.
feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay.
It's an argument that says I don't want the responsibility,
I'm a leader.
I don't wanna fix shit. right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fall back and let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative.
That's
and
not.
it's dangerous.
That's not what we making
That's not,
excuses
that's
for.
what we not. I'm
We-
saying I am the better man, but
Yeah.
I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I work too
And
hard
I'm
in
gonna
my
go back
life.
to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be.
Again, this goes right back to stepfather lingo. Like, come on, that's not our job. Why is it you? Son of a bitch. It's just ridiculous. Why this whole community just run? Was it a village to raise a child nonsense? That would make sense if it was back in the day. This is 2023. Please, these people have no idea what a village is. They don't even know what village people is.
Do you
All
see
right.
that?
And
She don't
yes.
get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie, and that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have
I
had a
worked too-
Pookie if we
I
didn't
worked
allow
too
one.
hard in my life.
Okay, but my question is, if she knew Eli, who's the good square guy, would take care of her, why did she go to Pookie? Are you real? You're passing the blame to go towards men when women have the option to say yes or no to a dude. Like, this is what the problem is. You don't want to make the black women angry. I'm just gonna say it. You are afraid to make the black women angry. That's it. That's exactly what that is. You know it. Listen, Steve Harvey tried that crap, and they turned against him. You know what he did? He came in once to the Blue Moon and said something that they needed to hear, but the rest of it was pandering, because he knows millions of dollars comes from pandering, you dumb idiots, and it is actually telling you the truth.
Wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar, we
Men's supposed to make the raise the boys.
right. We
Rights
as
of
men,
passage.
we as
But
men.
it's not those men who are on this show. It's the Pookies and Ray Rays that are on the show. You can't control who a woman is attracted to, and you can't even basically fall behind the whole all the good black men were incarcerated. That is the biggest lie ever. Since everyone's saying, well, the reason why I couldn't pay my bills and I was getting kicked out was because of COVID. No, you chose to get kicked out. You an idiot. You thought that gravy train was going to last forever, and here we are.
It's holding other men accountable for the same thing that you're talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
What you mean, mentoring them? Now, I mean, he's a great father.
Mm-hmm.
I
My
ain't talking
brother
that's
is a great
individual.
father.
That's good,
Uh-huh.
but that's individualism.
Yeah.
What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now?
I believe
Nothing.
We're being
but
a voice.
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Why am I going to fix the problem of someone else's problem? Like, why would I do that? As long as my son is growing up in a neighborhood where he doesn't have to worry about bullets flying over his head, that's what you should be doing. And I'm not talking about bringing Pookie and Ray Ray's kids to those neighborhoods. Let them stay there. Let them delete each other. But But if you're stupid enough to know that those people are going to be killing each other and reproducing, killing each other, reproducing, delete. If they know that they're going to be doing these things, why would you reproduce in those dangerous neighborhoods? You're stupid. I'm doing what's best for my son. Even if it kills me, I'm going to do everything in my power to give him the world that he deserves. Those kids ain't my problem.
It's not going to get better unless we put hands on deck.
Oh, no, it's going to get better. Let them do what they got to do and separate the ones who have a future from the ones that don't have a future. Sorry.
The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood.
You want to know why? Why don't you tell them why? Why don't you tell them why they left? Because they don't get respected. They get robbed. They get ridiculed. Because they don't know how to appreciate the professional people in those neighborhoods. You think they're stupid? No, they get up and leave.
Where the dentist at? He ain't in the black community no more.
Mm-hmm.
Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon
You don't even know who that
black
is.
boys, and then we blame black men for poor choices in mates that they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way.
My son is being raised the right way. He's got a mother that stands up and does everything necessary. He's got a father that disciplines him if he ever gets out of pocket when he gets older. We're doing the right thing. You need to be having this conversation with the ones you know are causing the problem, but you don't want to talk about it. The ones that that the women are choosing, but you don't want to talk about it.
At the end of the day, if I'm going to call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
I don't think you quite understand how this works. They have a choice. They purposely chose the worst of the worst, which means if I'm going to tell them to stop doing that, you think they're just going to listen to me because I'm weak? No, they have poor choices. They want those choices. You go on TikTok, you can see women who will literally go after the bad boy. And what do I mean by bad boys? They teach you how to pick the right guys in prison. I can't even believe we're having this conversation. They pick the ones that come from prison over the dudes in the streets, and not even the streets, but the ones who are in the office buildings, the squares, the ones who wouldn't treat you like crap. Oh, but Umar. No, it's our fault because they choose them. Someone put a gun to their head and also told them not to take birth control.
See, I think we're on two different accords. Like, I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to do.
You still go back to individualism.
But I only feel like
individual is important. It shows you that there is positivity
women,
within the group.
Why is she masculine?
Because she chose to be. And let me tell you right now, that whole, because I'm going to go back to what he said. The whole thing about, black women had to be masculine being single mothers. Every race has a group of women who are single mothers, and they are not masculine like that. That is a load of crap. And if you want to say it was racism, come on. I'm not saying that there wasn't an agenda to push get all this thing together, removing of the factories in the black communities, giving them welfare, having the feminine. I'm not saying that. But don't come up with that nonsense, using it as an scapegoat to give them an excuse for why they're masculine. They choose to be masculine. And you want to know one of the major reasons why? Because they want to be better than the black man, because they listen to the same group of people who basically for years have told them that they were beneath them, and then came to them and said, you're better than the black man, they're holding you down, and you didn't even waste a second. Watch a video with James Earl Jones talking about this scene that's happening. He saw it coming. But you won't talk about that, Umar.
Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman,
So you
brother.
mean to tell me
a whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No,
That's what I have to look forward to?
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be.
What?
And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
All right, he's saying be a stepdaddy because this is exactly what this is. Go get the F out of here with your nonsense. Really? No, bro. I have a son. It is no other person's. If I have a son, and let's just say something happened with my woman, it's no woman's responsibility to raise my kid. You would never say that. But for some reason, it's my fault that these women chose poorly. It's my fault? Get the F out of here. You knew he was Pookie the moment he rolled up. You can watch a video from the 70s seeing some Pookie. They know it was a Pookie. You just stupid.
And when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No,
I mean you as an active member in the community where we go to every single parent black mother and say, how many sons you got? 2? How many sons you got? 2? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking him to school. He doing the homework. He going to spend a couple hours with him every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he going to make time for you.
2023, I got to pay a whole bunch of bills. I got to make sure my son's got money in the savings account and he's going to have money to go to a good college. This is going to take all his money for some stupid degree. You really think I'm going to sit here and spend any excess time on some no-neck dude who basically was birthed by some no-neck woman who basically went to some no-neck dude and basically pushed out a child, and you want me to spend what little money and time I have away from my son and basically take care of No. See, I knew this was going to get me fired up. I can't believe we're almost an hour in, and I got to hear this stupidity. They need to change. It is their responsibility to be better. You want me to take care of them? You want my protection? You better start doing better. Just like you got like a mile long of things that you want your man to be, you got to be all this stuff. And you better show it with appreciation if you want a man's protection, care, and love.
She got masculine because she had to become masculine.
No, she didn't.
In order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence.
Oh, let's go
the
waste
disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and having to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has been the be-all, end-all in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
See, I'm going to tell you right now what the situation is. He's very good at what he talks about, but he's manipulative. And if you're stupid and you don't pay attention to what he's talking about, you're going to fall into it. He's really trying to guilt trip black men to do a job that the Pookies and Ray Rays refuse to do. The ones that they chose. It's not like you don't know. They chose to go after those type of guys. And then when they screw up, you won't say Pookies and Ray Rays. You keep saying black men. You refuse to say Pookies and Ray Rays. You know that the problem. But you come up to us and say it's your job to fix the problem. You are out of your mind. You are looking for those brownie points. I'm a little bit slurred speech because I'm drinking. But you're looking for those brownie points. That's it.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I guess I do understand. I understand what you're saying.
I'm not taking
You
nothing
have
back from
yet
that.
to tell me something that we've done systemically to combat that. Because you keep saying me.
I'm going to tell you right now. Stop taking care of their kids. If they don't have a backup plan, eventually they're going to have no choice but to start picking better men. There are no good black men out there, that's a load of crap. You don't want them because they don't turn you on. They exist out there. You just refuse to take them. So you know what? That sucks to be you. The fact of the matter is, stop dating them. Stop going out with them. Stop giving them attention. That doesn't even mean sexually. Stop giving it to them. They're going to stop once you stop giving it to them. That's plain and simple. Because if you keep giving it to them, they're not going to learn. And it's going to take as long as they've been going through this, the same amount of time it's going to take before they get over it.
And her. I don't care about me and her.
But there's plenty of
Women and men. Women and men as a group in the community. You understand?
Right.
We gave birth to that. You see? So you say she had a couple kids already because she met men. She probably thought they was good, some of them.
Oh, no. She knew they were bad. Let's get that straight. She knew that they were horrible. She chose it because it was fun games. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. You just afraid to tell the truth. That's what it really is.
They left her.
She knew they wasn't good.
You don't know that, bro.
She knew they wasn't good.
You're
bro.
making
You know what I'm saying?
assumptions about her.
It's an assumption, but we all know what's hot in the streets. We all know what's good. It's the choices that they made. They wanted what they wanted, and that's plain and simple what it was. Please.
Make the same assumption if she was a white woman.
Yes, I would.
So you said.
What? Whoa, where did that come from? This dude brought out the race card. He went Yu-Gi-Oh on this conversation. What does that have to do with anything?
No,
No,
Come on, man.
No,
Nah. Come on,
We don't hold
man.
women accountable.
So you said.
Listen,
Come on.
like I said, I feel like as a black
We
man,
don't hold them all accountable because black men date outside their race more than every other man put together.
I said we.
Y'all three.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
I
But
can't disprove that because I don't know you personally.
Even that,
But
if we look at the numbers, black men marry black women at an 87% rate, where black women marry outside of their race, or they marry outside at a 92%.
black women
That's
do
only
not. No, you're
that's
wrong.
percentages
You're
apart.
wrong.
That's not that much.
Black women do not marry out the race more than black men.
I'm
That's
not
wrong.
saying that, but the percentages
Black
ain't that
women,
far off. That's
black
what I'm saying.
women have one of the highest, fastest growing interracial marriage rates. But her interracial marriage rate pales in comparison to what black men have been doing interracially for 4 or 5 decades. You want
Ask yourself why. Will you get into that, Umar? No, you won't. You won't touch that. You won't touch that at all.
to understand? She don't even come close to what we're doing
And
interracially.
black fathers are in the home more than any other group or race.
Okay, but what
That has no value.
it does have value, but we're going to put that up against the other statistic. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. And like I said, when I say being raised, I'm not saying it needs to be a father. I would like a father in that house,
Yeah.
but I know it's not enough of us to go around.
Yeah.
We are not even.
Nope, that's it. I can't. I'm done with this. We're done. We are so freaking done with this. Now I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm gonna leave the description so you can see it for yourself and watch it, and you can say whatever the hell you want. This mofo, this ninja is out his mind. He's having a midlife crisis. So you know what? I'm gonna let him do his thing. It is what it is. I never realized that pandering was at this level. Like he panders to a level 9,000 that I good night.